Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Once again, it's the Straight Up Podcast, episode number 45 on this 13th day of March. That's right. We're in the building here. Myself, I got the crew with me too, minus one Smooth. But we're here. Straight Up Podcast number 45. You see the title. You see what it is. I'm DJ Wild Body. Got Brother Mordeeb. We got the Jersey Sun. We got DCR. Missing Coop. And we're missing Mr. Smooth there. Real quick, this episode of the Straight Up Podcast is brought to you by Pop Pop's Woodshop. Pop Pop's Woodshop, specializing in custom woodworking, coffee table, china cabinets. They do it all. They are dedicated to providing you with top quality work at the utmost professionalism. Please give them a call today, 1-800-286-5233. That's 1-800-286-5233. When you talk to them, give them the code PICK, P-I-C-K. Once again, Pop Pop's Woodshop. Thank you very much. All right, we are here once again. Thank everybody for tuning in. Yes, daylight savings time or daylight's losing time. We lost a whole hour. People still think it is noon. It's actually 1:21. We're supposed to start at 1.
I didn't even take that seriously when you said that to me earlier. Oh shit, I didn't even know, man. Damn.
It's bullshit. You can't see that, brother.
Spirit always be there.
Moving on, man. So we're here, man. Good to see everybody here. Shout out to the chat. Let the chat pour in a little bit. Shout out everyone out there, man. Hopefully you didn't lose your time. It's better to do this on Sunday because just a real quick story. Back home, I used to play a lot of softball. So Sunday morning softball, we start the season. Today would start the fall with the spring season. And every Sunday we play like 9. We have a 9 o'clock game. So we'd always have the time messed up. There's always somebody showing up late or whatever. So yeah, it's better to do that on Sunday than Monday when the work week starts and stuff. So yeah, shout out to everybody.
Do we lose an hour or gain an hour?
We lost an hour. We lost.
Damn, man, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't like that neither. I like when we so it means that I'll be
thinking about the morning. You think about you gotta get up early.
Right. Yep. 4 o'clock gonna be coming quick as hell. This real quick this year again, but you know we get more we call it night. It'll be light more at night. It gets dark around 8 o'clock. So yeah, crazy weather going on down here. It's like 45 degrees down here in Florida. I know you guys are dealing with snow. Please be safe out there. Everything like that. Yeah. So we're missing Smooth. We're missing Coop. Real good stuff going on today. We're gonna be talking about: is it women's fault that men cheat? I know that this is obviously this is subjective, but you know I hear that a lot. You know, not saying I haven't used it a time or two, but yeah, is it the woman's fault that men cheat? We're going to be unpacking that as well. Also talking about women and sex toys. That's going to be the first thing we're going to open up with. I just want to ask the panel and also the chat. What are our thoughts on 20 years ago? Sex toys were a lot different than they are now. I mean, I've seen some crazy toys out there that I don't know if I'm particularly down with. I just does too damn much. A multi-tool of sorts, if you ask me. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife of sex toys. So I want to ask you guys' thoughts on sex toys. With limitations. What is your stance on them? Are they good to bring into the bedroom? Let's talk about it.
They're fun to bring to the bedroom. I actually had a relationship with them.
They can be if it's, I guess, kind of dull or whatever. They can be. I mean, no, I've been in situations, where they've been used. Now that's not my go-to thing. I'm not like let's break out the toys.
Right.
For me, it doesn't do anything for me. If I do it, it's basically for the woman.
Right.
But, right. And at the same time, I'm not competing with no damn machine.
Word up.
So, I always looked at like the toys. I mean, I haven't had a sex. I haven't had that shit done. Shit, I was doing that shit back in the day. I haven't did that lately, but.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Sex toys and shit like that.
Right.
I had relationships that we did a lot of crazy shit just to keep everything off the charts. Like we
Right.
did try different, different things back in fucking, I think that's 98 and somewhere around there. So,
Damn, nigga.
but it
Making money
it was
copper.
pretty fun. I mean, it was actually kind of fun because I don't want to get deep into it, but if you see that sex toy, it makes you rouse more to beat that ass up. You know what I mean? I always look at it like that.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I do it for the woman. Like I said, I don't really do. I mean, for me, I guess to see the woman aroused,
Right.
that may, but
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like to watch her be aroused, make you more aroused. But then again, it also, in my opinion, it kind of trains you, because I'm always thinking on all kinds of levels. It trains you to just imagine somebody else probably fucking your girl. You know what I mean?
Damn.
well, what if she
What the
what if
heck?
she constantly wants you to bring the sex toys out every time y'all had sex?
See, I never experienced that though.
Nah,
See,
it's just
see,
a
I
what
never
if.
experienced
It's
that.
just hypothetical.
Okay.
I ain't saying you.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be no problem. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even give a fuck. Honestly, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Save more work for me. You know what I mean? You get a,
but-
let the sex toy.
I
do
mean, I
all
like
the
to put in work. I can't say that. I like to put in. I don't want to be too lazy now. I like to, you know what I mean? Give me
Listen.
something. I like to feel like I'm doing something.
right.
You know what I mean?
I want to be responsible in.
Shit.
I think it's a macho. It's a man thing to make sure that the other one, the other half is satisfied. You know
Man,
what I
no,
mean?
she
Like,
need to make sure your ass is satisfied
but that's
too.
true too, man. But you don't want to
sure.
walk away from the situation not knowing that she wasn't. You know what I mean? Satisfied. Like, I don't know.
They
That's
lie
always been the
anyway,
thing.
man. They
Huh?
lie, man. I mean, try
They
to
do
satisfy
lie.
them, man. You don't really know if you ever satisfy the
They
motherfucker.
do.
To be honest with you,
You are correct.
Right.
Sometimes they just do it just to get you to fuck off them, because women, to
Damn.
me,
Yeah,
It's-
no. Hey, that's true, because if the sex can be too long, and they, you know what I mean, they
Right.
just may not be feeling it that night. And they
Right.
make a little extra moan and get you going.
Right,
or
right,
whatever.
right.
they
Oh,
gotta
shit.
be emotionally
Oh,
involved.
sure.
It's like we're naturally involved and they're emotionally involved. You know what I mean? Like our job is, to preserve the seed. And they just
But
really just
the man
receive,
can't be
you know what I mean?
emotionally
So they-
involved in sex though. Like,
No.
I think it-
No, what I'm saying is the woman is different. Like he said, they have these certain times, man. Like, or you have a
That's
woman
true.
that's, I do have freaky ass chicks that just like to get banged. But the
Nymphomaniacs.
majority of the time, when you're with a woman in a long relationship,
Yeah.
a lot of times you got to work on their minds all the time.
That's it.
It's
That's
all
it.
mind shit. Like after a year, 2 years, or some shit like that. You
That's
got to
it.
figure out
You gotta get in their head. 'Cause-
Right.
a fucking rose that glows in the dark with some fucking lipstick.
Yeah, because it's
That's what
only
it
so
feels-
much smashing you can do. Just smashing. Gotta be something more. You gotta be something more than just. You know
Right.
what I mean,
Well-
smash.
It's
Well, just
hard,
like-
Riggs. It's a hard fucking job, dog.
It's like
Hey.
what Pimp says, man. Anyone can take control of a woman's body, but to get control of her mind,
That mind, boy.
Yeah.
you got control of her
gotta.
mind.
And that ain't got nothing to do with you. And I think we get fucked up in that aspect too. Like once you get to a certain point, man, that shit all fucking mental with them, man.
Yeah.
Our shit is that we just want to be the man and get in there, but at the same time,
Listen.
when
That's what the
you
foreplay
think in
is.
your mind,
Right, but this what happens with a
you
single
haven't
woman.
completed that task.
This what happens with a single woman. I say a career woman, a woman that has a tight schedule. She doesn't have a man, so she gets this big illustrious RX 950 2000 Mach 2, and she's using that for like 3 years, and then she gets into a relationship. You know what I mean? Before the toy came around, they probably would have been sexually compatible, but since she's been using this RX 950 2000 for like 3 years, she's desensitized. So
Yeah,
that
I
was
don't know.
kind of my only
Possible,
gripe.
but it's some with real skin is a whole different, experience though. You know what I mean? It's like the real texture is different from toy texture. You know what I mean? She's not gonna be stimulated from a toy better than she could be stimulated from a man. I'm just saying,
I've heard
like
women
along
say
with
that
man,
before.
stimulate her.
That
I get what you're saying, but they're still going through those motions. They're still
Yeah, true.
going through those motions. So that does desensitize. That's like me watching porno all the time. I'm masturbating all the time. That will desensitize me.
right.
That's just a fact. You know, because I'm constantly doing it. I guess I'm used to my hand. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So when I do get some pussy, you know what I mean,
You want
It
the
ain't-
pussy to feel like your hand, nigga.
Exactly.
But you not.
So it can go both ways for sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can
Because
Like
you only know your own self. You know what I mean? So when your hand master your own little spots,
you know, only you know you.
can't nobody do motherfucking better than they do themselves. And that's kind of like, I guess so.
What's going on, Shelly?
Kinda
What
agree
up,
with you
Shelly
on that.
Reed? See me hustle. What's up, man? Don't call me a ninja.
Yeah, that's
Man.
yeah, I think there's too much nothing that
Porn and all
can desensitize you. 'Cause
That
that's
too. Yep. Right.
not meant to be used on a daily basis. I can see a month you haven't had sex,
Right.
you might need a release, boom. But if that's just a constant thing, that's your go-to,
Right.
that will desensitize.
It
I think-
also keep you from being introverted, rested too, because once you how you start, you go through the emotion. And I know everybody fucking Pornhub, all that shit. Everybody know about that shit. So it comes to a point where when you feel that way, like, dang, man, I need some. Then you're like, fuck it, I got Pornhub. You get Pornhub.
That should have fucked with your mind, yo. Now you're not going out. Now you're
Right.
satisfied with sitting in the house watching Pornhub.
Right.
Come on, man. That
Hey, when
ain't
you-
It takes
when
2
you-
That ain't
seconds
natural.
to go to sleep,
When
nigga,
you-
then you get the right bitch on there.
That ain't natural.
You know
man.
you got power when you go to
Fine,
Pornhub. You see the same old videos on Pornhub. You got
But
issues,
you
man.
fantasize about those kind of chicks too, though. And that's the problem with Pornhub, because you always find the best one, the best.
Oh yeah, everyone has their favorites.
chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
From
you
what I
don't
hear.
get that in real life, man. I ain't gonna.
Let's be honest here, nigga. Every niggas watch. I don't say every nigga because I can't. Niggas watch Pornhub, and I say I did.
Eric Simon said that shit too. It's like, yo, even that UFC fighter said it too. A nigga mentioned that shit. He's like, come on, yeah, man, yeah, I beat off, yeah.
I mean, that's a natural human thing, though. Actually,
Right, it
like
is,
I
man.
said, it can't be a constant thing. Like you can't, they can't be on your mind.
But you know what's crazy? People used to frown upon that stuff kind of coming up. Definitely we were teenagers. But I'm like, man, yeah, man, it's all part of the whole spectrum. It's a whole part of the whole sexual thing, man. Hey, you masturbate. Yeah, women, when you see these women, these liberated women, yeah, my vibrator, and like it's a part, it's normal, man. You know what I mean? Like you see these dudes in jail for like 10 years. The guy comes home after 10 years, man, I'm about to tear me some. He probably ain't going, he been whacking off so many years in the clink that, man, he ain't nothing going. He not going probably. You acting like this dude going 2 to 3 minutes. Man, this dude probably take like, please, are you done? You hurry up and come, please. You know what I'm saying? So I think people get the wrong misconception about all that, man. But yeah, my thing with the sex toys is the desensitization, and also I also feel that it should be a once in a while thing. I don't think it should be, the third wheel every single time.
Well, it keeps you from being desperate and all that shit, though. If
It
on your
satisfies
goals,
you, man. It's
You know
just a
what I mean?
stress reliever.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So you
that's
think about
basically-
go ahead.
No, I was saying that's basically it. Because actually, with abstaining from sex, there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a healthy thing. But
Right.
like I said, we human. You know what I mean? We got to recognize that, and it
It's an
happens.
animal, don't we, dog? And then afterwards, that porn looked like trash. After you,
You feel dirty. You feel dirty. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing, man?
that shit don't be like me, nasty ass motherfucker, man. Those niggas.
What's up, brother? More deep?
What's up,
Y'all
bro?
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look like you out there walking down bears and shit, looking for a nut, nigga. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on women and sex toys in a relationship?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think too much can desensitize human affairs. So if you're doing it too much, it could definitely minimize when you're having the natural biological interaction because your body can be acclimated to that. And when it's not received in that manner, your whole experience becomes, less than.
right. Because a man doesn't have a vibration. They usually don't vibrate. I don't vibrate. So
I
you know
know,
what I mean?
right?
That ain't
That's
looking
a
for that
whole different
vibration.
game.
Right. Where the hell
You
did
know what I
vibrate
mean?
come in? You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, that's a whole different game, Riggs. That's why they fucking their sexuality up because they going beyond nature now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Niggas
That's
ain't
where
got,
the
bro. Unless they have some
desensitization
new
comes.
shit make our shit vibrate. Pretty sure they come out with that. You can make your dick vibrate.
Man, they got some wild shit out there.
Yo, though, it's gonna be like that in the
It is,
future.
man.
Think about it. Think about the future, though. It's gonna be that when you go lay down in this fucking machine and put on all this shit, and you're gonna have the
Virtual.
woman in your dreams. And
Yeah,
it's
virtual
basically
shit.
we're we're gonna
Right.
basically be there. You saw that Chinese dude fucking up some Android shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
they got you know, the dolls you can order. With them $10,000 dolls you can order.
I
Oh,
take one of
man,
those
bro.
too. I'm
Life
not gonna lie, dog.
dolls.
If I had the
Can't
money,
do it, bro.
I'd buy a lot
That's
of them
too far.
motherfucking dogs.
Nah, I don't
That's too far.
want that. I don't
That's
want
too
that.
far.
Maybe I
man.
have every woman that I was attracted to be made in a doll and have them sitting around in nice
Yeah,
dolls
you
and
sick,
nice
man.
lingerie and shit like that around the house. You know what I mean? Have them in certain
That's
rooms.
kind
and
of
all
sick,
that.
Pot.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind
know
of
it's
sick,
sick,
man.
dog, but it's sick, but I don't mind, dog. I don't mind.
He said you don't mind.
I got my
Man.
little king hat, had a little king throne in the bed thing and shit. Had all, sitting back like
That's some
greetings.
that's some weird shit, man. That's
Yeah,
getting
man.
weird. It's getting
It's
weird,
gonna
man.
happen. You're gonna be
Getting
old
weird.
watching. Watch, it's gonna happen. Watch.
Malcolm says this is the road society is headed, less and less human contact. But damn, I kind of
Yeah, I
hear what
agree
he's
with
saying
that.
with that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Toys
Social
are getting better
distancing,
technology, man.
toys,
Right.
virtual reality.
The
All
VR
that.
things is real. I tried one of them virtual reality things you put around your head and whatnot. Man,
Yeah.
something came from the right side, scared the shit out of me, man. I'm like, I took that off, bro. I don't need to be having no coronary, nothing trying to play no damn
And niggas
game.
gonna be chasing niggas for stealing their dolls and shit, dog. Put their dolls up for ransom and shit.
Take the air out of there.
You got men using these sex toys now. They got with the
They do. Yep.
what's they called? Fleshlight.
What's up with that, man? I heard of that before.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like I don't know. I guess I'm old school masturbation. If I will do that, I'm not gonna have a whole contraption where I gotta clean out and store somewhere.
Right.
And,
USB cord on shit.
yeah, that's too much.
Yo, man, we turning into a damn robot society, man. I guess everything is gonna be, activated in that kind of manner. All they want is your energy. That sound like the Matrix, man. Basically all they want is your fucking energy. They want your
Yeah.
imagination and the power you push out.
Yeah.
But they just want you to be still, like, you know what I mean? Like you just want to. They want you as an energy unit
Right.
instead of really
Yeah.
using your physical. It's
I hear
crazy,
you.
man. Niggas gonna just be balls with dicks and titties, and like a round ball with titties and a ball.
I
with
mean,
a
if you
foot.
look at it, man, there's these couples that are having babies without men. I mean, they're really planning to just use a guy to produce with, and they
Exactly.
don't want the man in the life, and they,
Exactly.
where's that headed? And that's going on a lot, especially
It's
with
called evolution, man. We create our own evolution. They're creating our evolution.
least-
Put it that way. They're
you
creating our evolution.
right. The reproduction is still going on. Yeah, okay. So what is that? Because we talk about gay couples and stuff. Yeah, you can't reproduce, but so they're keeping that reproduction shit alive. But the family structure is going to shit. If you ask me.
But that's how gay couples are gonna start being able to do it, like you said. It's really just gonna be buying seeds and shit, like ways of injecting seeds and all kinds of shit.
That's what they do.
It's to the point where we might not be able to generate like that anymore. You know how nature works. You keep doing that so much, niggas gonna be fucking with their fingers and busting nuts, out of their fucking pinky. Shit like that. You never know what to expect, how, life,
What?
changes and stuff. You might be tentacles and get a motherfucker pregnant with tentacles and shit like that.
He's talking about thousands of years ahead.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Dick
So
won't even
nothing-
exist no more. Dick be your mind. You'd be like one of them aliens and shit. You get a motherfucker pregnant by putting, you know what I mean? Yo, we just evolve into what they want us to evolve into. You know what I mean? So they basically changing our nature as we know.
Yeah,
it
they got.
today.
Let's say keep using them machines. Yeah, genitalia is gonna
They're trying to add
evolve
machines, production.
Might not be
man.
able to produce a baby at all. Who knows?
Oh yeah,
Something else.
we have
They
something that
being
no one else has.
biologically creative.
We have sperm, like that's valuable. Without that, I mean, without all of them, but you know, they can't just write us off. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you just want me for my sperm, and I raise a kid by myself,
A
and
woman would do that easily. A woman
think-
really would do that easily, man. If you know,
yeah,
if they
do
can
it.
be,
They do it.
Yeah, certain
they can be
certain women.
protected
I ain't gonna put the blame
all
on
that
the
shit.
wall.
I mean,
Right.
yeah,
But
you're right. So
I would say,
that-
I would say more independent, real like who focus on their money and their job, but more be into that, but they don't need no man.
Right.
They'll get the what is that called, in vitro?
Right. But
What do
they, right. I think that is called the in vitro. The in vitro.
In vitro, something like that. But for the common woman, I don't think
Right.
I don't see it.
The one that carries the vibrator around and she has it in
Well,
the
think
case.
about this. Here's the thing about a woman, though. If she a woman, I'm not saying need, but by nature, a woman and man job is to do what they do, right? Like create, procreate, whatever we call that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, if we eliminate those properties from our nature, what use do we have for each other? You know what I mean? So that's what I got. We got to think about that. Once we start eliminating those things, maybe neither one of us not
Interfering with it.
Huh?
Mm,
I said interfering with it.
right. You
Yeah.
kind
You know what I
That's
mean?
what
Like
I'm
the
saying,
human, like just concentrating on that person in front of you. You're concentrating on bringing something else into that relationship instead of just focusing on each other mentally, through the mind, body, spiritually, whatever.
right.
You're bringing something else in that's dead. You know what I mean?
You gotta have
Interruption.
all that just in order to have the need of a woman needed a man to protect her, and what a man does for a woman and what a woman does for a man. If you eliminate that shit out of the nature, they no longer need each other. Especially women, for instance, women cling on to, they want the strongest, the provider, the one they can depend on, and all that. If
Not
that
necessarily. Not anymore.
if they can get all that without
I'm
getting a
saying-
man.
I'll say this.
I forgot the name, but if you can eliminate that, you can eliminate the need for a man, and just like a man is starting to like the way these women are acting to the point where men don't even want them. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Man, the girl power movement, these men are trophies, man. They don't want the man. Some of them, and this is subjective what I'm saying, and I can't speak for everybody, but you're seeing a lot of the women that don't want that strong protector. She wants to be the strong one and run the show, and all she
she
wants
play
him
that
for
game.
is
That's
to
the
have
game they
a
play.
trophy. Huh?
Yes.
That's a game they play though, man. They don't really feel like that when they really get down to when it really goes down to the nitty gritty. They don't feel like that.
Okay.
They just want to feel equal, but they still want their same benefits. That's how women are.
I think they got 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. When it's
Yeah,
convenient
they-
for them, oh, I'm a
yeah, yeah.
woman, but you want to,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
talked about
exactly.
this before. We
Exactly.
talked about
Yeah,
this
we
before.
definitely talked about that.
Just like with the war, with that war going on.
Yeah.
All the men had to stay and the women had to leave. That's not equal quality. That's not y'all had to sit there too.
Yeah.
Hope they get that resolved. I want to kind of talk about that a little later next week when I had more information about it. But yeah, we know the Ukraine-Russian stuff's going on. I kind of have turned that off and tuned out because
Yeah, I don't
you
talk
know,
about
now,
that either.
if you look at it now, it's not like it was 10 years ago where we knew what was going on. CNN where it was reporting. Now it's everyone's blogging and everyone has a platform and people are starting. Then you have some people that don't have all the answers and assuming shit, and just everything gets clouded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So,
But you know what war is all about? It's all about money and power. That's all you really got to look at it at.
we trying to
really
find out
don't
how
have
we
to
gonna
go-
benefit. How we get into the arena and benefit from it long term as far as
That's
monetization.
basically what it's about, man. It's just a money thing. So
Not with us.
that's
I
why
mean,
I don't think about it anyway. It's really just based on money. Everything that happens in this world is due to some kind of money advantage or some shit like that, man. It ain't even about life. It's just about what's good for the motherfuckers who's creating this
in
narrative.
power.
It's
The
only
people
good
that-
for them.
right. The people that were speaking on it, I know this much. The people that were speaking on it, they were giving their opinions and basically getting blackballed on Twitter and stuff, saying, we should stay out of it, let them handle that. And stuff like that, and why we always have to interfere with foreign affairs and stuff that doesn't pertain to us. Where you look at now, our gas prices are out the roof, man. I don't know
It
how
does
y'all
pertain
gas
to us,
prices look.
dog.
Hey, Pot, you being a trucker and all that, how's that affecting your
They don't talk. They don't say nothing to me. I guess they just charge the customer more. That's all they do.
They charge,
they
so the
don't really.
customer
It don't,
pays for it.
yeah, it don't bother them. Like, okay, it's gonna cost this much in gas now, so you just gotta
So
pay
you
that.
quote
You know,
them.
they
When you
don't give a
quote 'em.
fuck. They don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the consumers
care
getting
about
the consumers taking on the brunt of the
And they gotta go up on their prices too. You understand how it works?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I gotta pay more for gas, I'm gonna sell my product for more or this and that, so it's like it just creates this whole money thing. It's just all fucking money, dog. It's just really this is the blood of money. America, all these countries are just blood money. All this is blood money, dog. It's just based on money, man. Everything going on, niggas is getting mad at just money. Motherfucker feel a certain way because of money. Motherfucker move this because of money. Motherfucker do this because of money. Money, 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 money. I don't give a fuck about you. I just go to the money. Give me the money. It's all about money. The mentality is just a fucking green dollar floating on top of the planet. And that's God, dog.
Yeah.
Everything that's done here is based on money and is surrounded with emotions to not recognize the money. You know what I mean? Like they put the emotions in there so you won't really see the business move. It's basically fucking business. No fucking hard feelings. And then a nigga that starts stuff and starts the trouble really started the trouble because they want both motherfuckers shit. So I watched you to fucking destroy each other. And once you motherfuckers both down, then I'm running in and rescuing you, and y'all got to make a deal with my ass, and I own both of you now. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. The outside parties usually be the motherfuckers that's starting the fucking.
So
war.
we all know there's an undercurrent of that going on, but I just I don't know, man. I have to, of course, I would say stay out of it, man. We just got out of still in the shit with the Iraq, Afghanistan, and we can't be policing the world, man.
It's not policing the world, dog. It's dominating, controlling. It wants the power to control the world. It's not trying to save people here and there. How can I get this land for myself?
No, of course they're gonna, of course, but that
That's
causes.
not policing motherfuckers, dog. That's power.
That's what I'm saying. That's how it's perceived, and that's what the narrative is policing the world. We're the example of democracy, and we're gonna enforce, and you can't just be getting out of hand. That's why we got the NATO, we get the UN and all that shit. I just think I'll keep my opinions to myself about that, man. So let's move on
and
to
it's
the.
sad that we should, because they want us to. Because when you're doing evil deeds, you want everybody to shut the fuck up because you don't want your shit to get out there like that, like worldwide, like world open. So yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna put a fucking silencer on you. I'm gonna make you silence your motherfucking self, and that's how we do it, baby. I ain't saying no more. You hear me?
each side thinks that they're
Too
right.
much.
Right. Let's get on with the main topic, man. The main topic of the week is it the woman's fault that men cheat? Is it? And talking on a panel, I don't know, I can't speak for you to see if you ever cheated on your significant other or been cheated on, blah blah blah, both sides. But a lot of people, I hear that when a man gets caught when he was cheating, it's always, well, if you would have, it's always a need that's not being took care of to make that man step out and cheat. But some call bullshit on that. Some say, no, it's not. It's you trying to have your cake and eat it too. And,
That's 100% bullshit.
we can go down a lot of avenues with this, and I've always said before, not saying that I practice this, but, I've said that I think a man could love more than a couple of women. I think he could do that and really be sincere and genuine.
You need
with
to
it.
shut the fuck up.
Not saying that I practice that. Not saying that I ever would practice that. But I could understand if a man was in love with a few women. So let's unpack that. Like, is it the woman's fault that a man cheats? Let's think about that.
I
you're
can't
married.
say that.
Everybody's looking for a window. Everybody's looking for a window, bro. Like, we are human. So when we feel like we get that leverage to do something natural, we gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, Like, that's basically what it is. Like, everybody's loyal because of respect, but by nature, we're not really loyal in here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we could love a person, provide for them and everything. That goes for a woman too. But come on, man, don't lie to the world and be like, you only this one person, you have no other desires in your whole fucking life. You know what I mean?
But it's not about that.
But once you make that
it's not about
commitment,
It's about choice. It's about choice. It's not about desire. You have to be able to
no, but
control your
there's choices,
desires.
like women can go.
You have to be able to control your desires and your wants.
Right.
It's a choice about coming together.
That's what I'm saying. But
Right.
that choice is like a moment. It's like momentarily when you make choices. Choices aren't rock solid. You know, choices like.
But you make that you make it if it's rock solid or not. Now, if you want to be finicky in your choice, that's your choice.
Right.
But if you saying
Right.
if you saying something as a man, you should stand by that.
Right.
Right.
I mean, you
But
have
when a person is not under your put it like a choice is like a contract, right? Like, you know, when you get with somebody, it's like a mental contract. If you get with somebody, y'all, you know, expect loyalty, you expect this and that and that and that.
loyalty. That's the big
When
word.
a
Loyalty.
person, you know, when a person like avoids that contract somewhat, which a lot of women good at that more than men are, shit. But
I agree with you on that.
but the thing is, when a person void that, even with anything, if you know, if the contract is fucked up, like, oh shit, that's not what was in the contract, and this is not, you know what I mean? So it's like when you get that window, you for surely gonna take advantage of that motherfucking window. I'm like, okay, you done did this and that. I ain't got no choice.
It's not even it's not even that. Like, we at the age now where you just gotta move. You gotta move on. You ain't
Right.
going. You can't stay in that same situation
But
and be
that
like,
is
nah, I'm
moving
just
on.
going. I'm a cheat now. Nah,
Right.
get out that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
You don't
Rich, that
you
is
don't have to
moving
get on the
Rich.
level
It
of that
is
other
moving on.
person. Nah, you don't have to get on the level of that other person. You can be who you are. If that's your choice and that's how you want to move on life, be that
be able to do
person.
that.
Don't let nobody change that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If she
True.
cheats, then either accept it or move on.
Move on.
I can't be with a woman that cheat anyway, though. If a woman cheated on me, I'm
One and
definitely
done?
gone.
So it's one and
I
done.
can't even stand. I couldn't even look at her like that, huh?
Yeah,
So it's one and done?
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
hell
you
yeah.
Get your one time.
I mean,
is
she
done.
could be a she could be a part of my porn collection, but as far as me putting my emotions and feelings in it, no, that's
Yeah.
done with.
I would die with me too. I couldn't trust her again, and then that lust, that
Yeah.
zen that we did
And
have.
even
that
if
would
I
be
do
gone.
fuck with her, I'm gonna fuck with her like one of these regular chicks out here.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't
that's
get
why I said
you
it.
don't
She
get
was
the
collection, dog.
She gonna get
You
that
don't-
treatment.
right. You don't get the gold package anymore. That's it.
Right.
Y'all
What
still
kinda-
didn't answer the question though.
Is it?
I love
right.
this nigga, man.
Whoa. What's the question, Dre? What's the question, Dre? What's the question? I forget the question. What's the question?
Is it the woman's fault
Original
that
question.
men cheat? Is it the woman's fault that men cheat?
Oh, I answered that. No, it's not. No, it's not the woman's fault.
Well, how would you? How would
At
you?
all.
If
How
I
would
do
you-
it, if I take the initiative to do anything, it's pretty much I got to help hold myself accountable. Like,
So
I
what
can't
about-
put that on nobody.
Let's look in a scenario where you would hear that a man would blame the woman. Say that he married a wife. She looked at the time she looked like Gabrielle Union, and then now she's looking like Tony.
It happens.
She's not looking how you used to look. She's not taking things. She's not keeping up.
Yeah.
Maybe she's got settled and comfortable.
Shit.
And you're married. You got a couple kids. Y'all in it. And as us as men, we work with certain things, and that's not being. You don't want to leave the relationship completely because you got some shit invested in it. You know what I mean? Everything else is good though. She takes care of you, makes sure your bathwater's ran.
That's when you gotta look beyond yourself. That's when you gotta look beyond yourself and ask yourself, you know what I mean? What's
If you-
more important?
Right, if you would have took care of yourself a little more, I wouldn't have to go look outside
Can't hear you.
and get that what you used to give, or the woman stops doing certain things that you used to do when you were courting her and when you were newlywed. Maybe that was the reason, one of the reasons why you was like, I'm gonna go ahead and ride this train on in, and then
Yeah.
that stops. You don't have
Yeah.
that anymore. It's like, you know what? Why should I ask for that when this was the one part of the foundation to where we clicked both
Right.
emotionally and physically.
I got a word for you. Sustainability. That seems like that deals with everything. Sustainability. Can you sustain who you are, how you look, and everything else? Can you do that for on long
That's
term?
still-
And I believe that's the hard part in life, period.
Go ahead.
Is you gotta
Go ahead, Dre.
sort of find a way to sustain everything.
All right,
Sustain
Pot.
is
Hold
like
on. Hold on,
you
Pot. Hold on, Pot.
I think the whole debate boils down to man has created this concept that we're debating right now. The shit really don't exist. We are subscribing to this concept of what the question you just presented. The shit really don't exist. Because if you come here with free will, do niggas really know what free will means?
exactly.
Free will
Not
it
when-
means you can do what the fuck you want to do at
That's
any
why
given
I'm single,
moment.
nigga.
People forget that.
That's why I'm single.
But what,
So people push that part of reality out of their mind and they sign up for a reality that could have holes poked in it at any given time. And when a hole get poked in that reality, now you got a problem. But the problem is really fabricated because you signed up for some shit that doesn't really, it technically is binding anyway. It's all a mind game at the end of the day. It's what you subscribe to mentally.
what about the?
It's
what about-
nobody's fault. It's
Right.
nobody's fault.
Yeah, and that's why I'm single, because I like my free choice. That's why I learned from experience and time to get out of that, that whole
So
thing you talking
this-
about. That's
so
why
this-
I love being single.
So this woman that is
I don't
looking
want
at
nobody.
looking
I
at the
want
contract that
forever,
we.
that. I want to do every woman forever.
Hold on, Pot. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
So you're looking at a woman that you got with, and you came to somewhat like a loyalty of contract, and hey, we're gonna be strictly just me and you, and that man betrays that to that woman. So that woman's looking at you betrayed everything that our relationship was built on. We didn't
depends
come
on how
here
you go
saying that
about
our
it.
relationship was gonna be
Depends how
open
you go
and
about it.
That's a mental contract, really mental.
yeah, mental contract.
Well,
yeah.
well, actually, it's part mental, and they turned it into something physical. Where now you got to pay monetary funds to get out of it.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
so the reality is, once you subscribe, it's like a subscription, man. You subscribe to that shit, you sign up for it. The bottom line is, whatever is inside that subscription, that's what a person expects.
Right. You're right about
Yeah.
that.
And
Absolutely.
if the subscription does not provide what you signed up for, then you cancel that motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's it,
Yeah.
guys.
And that's what we.
A lot of
And
people-
that's
Cancel
what
at
we
any
claim.
time.
be so whipped though, they still stay in it though. A lot of people still sign that shit. That's like a fucking car. With if I seen a car in my dreams and I rode the fucking contract and I read everything and I know all the bullshit, I
But that's
like that
their
car to
choice.
the point where I still
That's
get
their
that motherfucker.
choice. They
That's
have
the
they
case.
have the choice to stay in
No,
that. They have the choice to stay in
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
the problem. No, but I'm saying, but that's what we do with relationships too, though. We'll see a lot of bad shit that's not for us, but we enjoying it so much and we like the ride that we'll still sign our fucking name. I'll deal with that shit 2 years from now.
Yeah.
You already know
Now,
what's
now-
not right for you and what is.
Now, this is just human. This is just a human, basic human level of dealing with this type of thing. On a deeper level, you got to understand that karmically, before people incarnate, I'm going deep here. But before people incarnated to this plane of existence, they had already had spiritual agreements to meet a particular person at a particular time, and whatever's going to happen between them is going to happen. This is how, we're not able to fuck up our destiny. Because if you don't have information to it, if you're not privy to it beforehand, you can't fuck it up. So there's certain things that gotta play out, and that's why you're here. Like why? Like take for instance, Aaron. Go back. How long you been married?
10 years.
Okay, go back 20 years, right? You didn't know this person existed on the face of the earth,
Right.
right?
Right.
So how in the world, on a human level, you ever question why did y'all actually meet up at a particular time to bring y'all to this present moment now? And had you had information about it, you could have fucked it all up.
Hmm.
Because every decision you made led you up to that one moment in time where you're supposed to meet this person you with right now.
Right. That's yeah.
That's not by accident. So regardless of who's at fault, we don't like this, we don't like that, who did this, who did that, there's some shit that's above our human pay grade that has to play out, and that's why we're here in the first place.
Hmm.
I didn't want to go there, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I hear you. Be strong, brother. Shit.
So there's certain shit you can't override, regardless of how you feel about it. It got to play out, and that's why you came here in the first place. your brothers, your sisters, your siblings, your friends. Like we homeboys because we came here to be homeboys. When we
Right.
was like 2 and 3, I didn't know y'all niggas. But look at us.
Right. Certain events.
And had I known at 2 or 3 years old that I was gonna meet y'all, every turn and every decision I made leading up to this, I could have fucked it up, and I would not
Man.
be having this conversation right now. So it's all divine.
True.
So what is divine intervention?
It's a fancy word for saying that what didn't happen wasn't supposed to happen, because it can go both ways. You can say a nigga was in the right place at the right time. People are always saying, "Oh, you was in the wrong place. You was in the wrong place at the right time." The bottom line is, if it's in your karmic paperwork, it's going down. So you can't transition or die before your time. It's fucking impossible.
Gotcha.
Shit just ain't gonna happen if it's not in your karmic makeup. So it has to play out.
I don't believe in death, so
No,
We-
what?
I guess I'm gonna live forever.
We ain't getting into that. Well, to a degree, you're right. But
you are. Your energy will.
yeah,
Oh shit.
But that's a
So-
whole nother topic.
So really, on a whole nother level, relationships, we can get into our egotistical view on it, on what we like, what we don't like, faults and shit like that. But the bottom line is, you got to ask yourself, why am I even experiencing this shit with this person in the first place? Is the question.
Like, can you?
Because had you had detailed knowledge of it beforehand, you would have adverted that shit. You would have went left.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't have that.
Right.
Yeah, but you
Right.
don't have that. You don't have that. So there's shit that you gotta do because you came here to do it. There's people you came here to meet, and there's people you came here to meet you ain't even met yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
True.
And how it's gonna play out in that relationship and that interaction between you and those people that you ain't even met yet, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be pleasurable, it could be painful. The bottom line is that gotta play out. And it's not about fault. It's all about where it's taking you ultimately, because we're here evolving. So every experience you have is supposed to be making your ass better.
Right.
And if you're not learning from it, you're just gonna repeat it. So it's nobody's fault.
Right. So basically, I mean, you've seen where somebody stepped out and cheated with another woman. They ended up the wife finds out about it. She divorces the man. She gets what the one he cheated with. They have a family, go on with life. Everything is great. So you're saying, and I agree that everything is. So you are in the right place. It's never you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's never that.
Right.
So if it's preordained, it's preordained. So it's never right. It's your destiny. It's what's going to happen. It's your
Exactly.
damn.
Now, with that being said, always ask yourself in the midst of any situation, what am I supposed to be learning? You gotta take your ego out of it. What am I supposed to be learning? And if you're always learning something, then when we say things like it's all good, that's when that becomes reality, because technically it is all good. Even when it's bad, it's all good, because you're supposed to be learning.
Yeah. And sometimes you actually are there to help others. You gotta stop. Everybody just want to help themselves. Sometimes you're put in a situation to help that person. You know what I mean?
And you're
it may
right.
not be just to help yourself. People always thinking about self.
Right. Which
I'm
is
glad you said that, because we're simultaneously helping each other at the same time. They're helping you and you're helping them.
Yeah.
At the same damn time.
Yeah.
that's when that quote, like, you gotta want to help yourself more than I want to help you. You don't want to help, That's deep. But
When this occurred, they don't
And it
like
also depends on what level you're helping somebody on, because I don't believe in the fabricated shit. If a motherfucker ain't trying to better themselves in that shit, and then
You
want
want them
me
to be
fucking
receptive.
man.
Well,
You want them to be
I'm a kind of
receptive.
person, if I don't have a lot, but what I do have, I would help somebody if I could, and I've done it. Like, that's just my human nature in me. I'm a helper. I want to help fellow man, and sometimes that could get you in trouble. You go above and beyond, and
There's a way to help people though.
Right. Some people don't have nothing to do.
But it may be a way that you don't understand. It's ways that you can't even fathom.
True indeed. There's a way to help.
Just your presence alone, your energy can uplift someone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
True indeed.
Just you sit next to somebody.
It's organized chaos. So no matter how unstable the shit looks, it's still organized in the process at which it helps a person. So don't try to formalize it. It's all working. It's all working, no matter what it is. Hell, not helping a motherfucker that's helping a motherfucker sometimes.
Right.
Even no, saying no is
you ever had somebody? You ever had somebody?
That's real.
You ever had somebody come to you? Hey man, thank you, man. Your presence, man, really helped me out through my day, man. You just didn't know what you did. I'm looking like, what the fuck I do? Just you being there, man.
Because sometimes, sometimes people are just observing you, and that's enough for them, and that's all they need to help them along their way.
Word up. Yep. Real shit.
Such a complex world, isn't it, man? The fucking everything is so like crashy, man. It's like you really can't grasp it.
It only becomes complex when we try
if you slow down, if we slow down, we can grasp way more than what we think.
Exactly. That's like meditation.
I'm not saying it in that way, like complex and like not understanding, but I'm saying complex in a different form. I'm not talking about that form. I'm just saying how everything interacts. It's just a fucking like chaos, man. It's just it's just crazy. I didn't mean it that way, but
so is it black and white or are we overthinking shit?
Man, it's black, white, red, orange, purple, all the motherfucking colors.
It's not just totally black and white, and overthinking it is not a bad thing, because I think when you're in a state of reflection, you're always in a state of learning.
Right.
Sometimes you have to let go, as they say, let go and let God. That's really saying get out of your head and kind of feel your way through it. How does your being feel? How does your spirit feel when you're doing something? Because if you stay in your head, you might think yourself out of a situation that might be beneficial. So sometimes you got to feel your way through it. But that can get you in trouble too, so it's a balance.
Right. So
emotions are very poor masters.
Judgment.
They're good servants. They're very good servants. So your emotions are supposed to serve you. They ain't supposed to be leaving your ass.
So I've always kind of been taught kind of like emotions were bad to have, but there are good emotions as well, right? I mean,
all of them are good. You just gotta put them. You gotta put them in servitude for the greater good of you. Don't let them be your master. A nigga might shoot you over $2 because he in his emotions and kill you.
Right.
But guess what? The hardest one is usually the best one.
What you mean by that?
The hardest. What I'm saying is like that basically kills us all anyway. Everything that's the hard walk is the walk we don't want to take. We always looking for the easy route to get to that.
The hard walk is the walk that makes us.
All right.
It's where all the answers is at. So when you take the hard route, you gain, you get stronger, you get smarter.
Walk defines who the hell you are. Walk defines who you are when you get done with that walk. That's your definition because of your walk. Not where you're at, it's your walk.
So those are the hard decisions versus the easy ones. The easy ones is just signing your name on shit and doing that. I'm all saying forget about everything else. The hard part, the hard decisions is what what the fuck. Your mind tells you what you really need to do, but that's a little too hard. It's gonna do this. It's gonna take me to do this. I gotta do that. I gotta go through this, and I ain't going that way. Fuck that, man. Give me that, yo. Peace. You know what I mean? So that's really the whole thing right there. It's like the hard decisions are usually the ones that lead you to who you are and where you're going in life.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this. There's a little space in my life where I was just rock bottom. I was bad. I was fucked up, man. Like, emotionally fucked up. Bad relationship. I just was out there, man. And then, a lot of the elements consumed me. But, I made sure, I had to, I couldn't go further down. The next way to go was up. So I did, I dug down. I got to where I needed to be, and I'm not saying I still got work to do, but I got out of that hole. And I always tell people, you know what defines me? The person that's talking to you right now is the shit that I went through to get to where I'm at. And what keeps me there is never, ever, ever want to go back to where the fuck I came from, because that reflection and shit that makes me stay where I'm at. It's the journey who's defined me, the shit that I went through, who I am right now talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And not too many people have that journey to go through. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people go through that. Should everyone go through shit like that? I don't know.
We all have our own journeys.
So,
We
yeah,
all
but
been through
everybody got a different journey. I mean,
Yeah.
some may feel their journeys are harder than others.
Right.
Who's
My
to
shit's
determine
peanuts
that?
compared to a motherfucker putting a needle in his arm. I'll tell you that. No, that's or shooting meth up. I'm you know,
That might
that's
be
the
a
worst
hard
shit
journey
going
too,
on.
though. Why? Certain
Huh?
minds. You know, everybody different. Like certain things that's easy to you might be
Yeah.
fucking completely hard as hell to another motherfucker.
Yeah.
People like, yeah, y'all went through
It's
this.
just how
Man,
it is, man.
somebody be like, man, you went through what, man? I had somebody hit me upside the head with a hammer, man. I couldn't see for 3 years, man. You tell me what's bad. So yeah, like you said, Rick,
That's like
everybody's
being
journey
with
is different.
somebody too when you know you should get the fuck out. You know, like you.
But how many
I
of
mean, your
us
mind
do
like,
that
yo,
shit?
it's time to get the fuck out.
How many people you know that are in a relationship where they need to get the hell out of it? And it's so toxic.
A
And
million motherfuckers, most likely.
why do we stay? Why do we stay in them though? Why do we stay in them?
I just explained why we stay.
Kids is why we stay. If anything, kids would be to me the more natural reason to stay with a motherfucker. You know, if y'all got kids together, that would be the most honorable one that I have. Is like, okay, the reason why I'm here is I want to raise and groom my kids and you know build a structure here. But as far as all that other emotional shit about sex and attachment and all that shit, I think that's something that you need to think about. But I'm just saying the more logical reason is if you got a family. You know what I mean? So y'all need to try to put that on like some kind of term, like until these kids are old enough to do for themselves or this
So what
or
do you
that.
do?
I think that would be the most sense.
So what
y'all
happens
work
here?
together for kids.
And we've seen this where you're in an abusive relationship. Y'all, the man fucking the man up, the woman, man fucking the woman up, the kids. Oh, but they're together because of the kids. But guess what? The kids see y'all carrying on, hitting each other, pouring hot grits, whatever. Kids grow up and guess what they emulate? The same damn thing. So I've always felt
that's
that
just chaos meeting chaos.
I always say
that's chaos meeting chaos. Man.
But you're judging a situation on the outside from your own parameter, number one. But number two, you gotta ask yourself, why are these two people together in the first place with all the shit that we deem bad and unhealthy? There's obviously something that's bigger that brought these two together, keeping them together. And yeah, you brought the kids into it, but the bottom line is the kids have karmic debts too. See, we look at bodies. We don't look at souls and spirits. Souls and spirits are not kids. They just take on bodies that have to evolve from babies up to an adult. But a spirit or soul is not 2 years old. It's not 5 years old. The body is 2 years old or 5 years old that we label a kid. But the bottom line is those souls got karmic debts to pay too. That's why they were sent to that family, got them parents with all that dysfunction, and they got to pay a karmic debt too. You know what the fuck they was doing in their past life. But we can dig a little deeper and it'll put it into context that no matter how bad it looks, it has purpose in place. The universe wastes nothing. There is no area in the universe where you're going to say, well, I'm going to place it over here because it's outside of universal existence. There's no such place. It's all within the all.
So basically what you're saying is responsibility is just a choice.
They're supposed to be there. That's what he's saying. They're supposed to be exactly where they at.
No. I'm saying, but on a whole different level. I'm just saying, like, all the stuff you like, just put it all together is basically what you deal in and what you deal, like, you just really just up to you what you really want to do with it. Like, you know, like,
How you deal with
it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything comes up to equation. It has an equation to it. You know what I mean? It has a math problem. You know what I mean? Everything is a math problem. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like you get this, and then from that you get this. You know, like for instance, the kids that's usually, if they grew up in a certain home and it's like that, maybe violent, they learn a lot from that, or they pick up those traits and they actually exploit it even worse. But that's by choice and somewhat. But you build stronger people from those equations. Like this all mathematics. You know, everything is like, you know, 1 + 1, 3 + 3, and it depends on how the motherfucker perceiving it. Is how their life is basically gonna follow. You know what I mean? So too much chaos can make you chaotic. I guess some people that grew up in those kind of families, they even more fucked up sometimes. And some of them that grew up like that, they damn near fucking own their own business or running the world. So
but we still,
it's like bad. Like
there's two ways to view it. You can view it from a level of just human affairs. We'll use the term like fucked up. But when you look, and this is how it's explained to me, and a lot of people don't really talk about past lives. Because when you fully understand the concept of past life experience, it'll put in perspective your current situation right now. And then what your current situation is doing is setting the stage for your next situation. So when you have the full spectrum of how souls come into this world, they have an experience, they're reaping at the same time, paying a karmic debt to what you did in your past life.
Breaking up, Dre. Breaking up, brother.
And when my teacher explained that shit to me, it put me in the frame of mind of being in control of, let me change my current situation so my next situation could be more beneficial. And it puts responsibility on you, not this is fucked up, that's fucked up, this bad, that's good. The bottom line is we are all reaping and sowing karma. And your life is a good testament to a glimpse into what your past life was like. And what you do in this life is going to be a good testament to what the fuck you're going to experience in the next life. So if you want a good situation, you need to start doing good shit right now. But people don't want to do good shit right now. They don't want to be selfless right now. They don't want to give to the needy right now. They don't want to help people right now.
The only time when they usually want to give it is when they're about to lose it, or if they experience losing it at that point. That's when they give it.
That's deep.
We come down to earth, I guess, you know, but that's good though when you lose a lot of shit, because you find who you really are too. You find, you know, sometimes we can be delusional when all these illusions clutter our minds. So it kind of takes over. But
it's called
it all take away from the strip of
transmigration of the soul. So this ain't our first time being here. But here's the thing.
Just like when
the whole purpose. Go ahead.
That's like like when I was sick, when I experienced that shit. I thought you were talking to me. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Pot. Finish what you were saying, man. You were sick. What?
I'm saying, like, you know, when I got sick from that bullshit. When I got sick, I looked at the world differently. I felt more with my heart. You know what I mean? But then when I started getting strong again, I became the same motherfucker back from it.
Nigga changed. Yeah. So we noticed, man.
Yeah.
It humbles you, because when you are at the mercy of what fate is going to be, it humbles you. But this is how we're supposed to be by nature to a degree. And then we revert back. We all in the clear. We revert back to the oh shit.
Fuck you.
I'm not going to hangover. I'm not drinking no more. If I can get through this hangover, I'm not drinking no more.
But here's the thing, man. You will be visited. You will be revisited by an extreme humbling situation. It's coming back.
Sure, indeed. That's life.
We can't escape that. So the thing is to be in a prepared state. You know, when you know that that's coming. But what I wanted to say was the transmigration of the soul is basically that each time we're coming back, we're getting closer and closer to perfecting this thing. Once you reach what they call enlightenment or nihas, then you don't have to come back here, because this is the lower dimension, third degree or third density. This is the lower dimension. So human existence is not the best shit ever. We think it is, but it's really not. This shit is better than this, because this dimension has limitations. That's why you can't walk through a wall, because the atomic structure of the atoms vibrate this dimension or vibrating so fucking slow that there's quantum rules to say that you cannot walk through the wall. But there is a dimension higher than this one that allows you to walk through the wall. So just imagine an existence that's similar to this one, but the rules are different. So life would be, quote unquote, in my own egotistical mind, it would be slightly better because the rules are different. But each time we come back here, we're perfecting ourselves, to the point where you don't incarnate back to this motherfucker, you graduate. And that's the whole purpose for us coming back here multiple times. And each time you come back, you're going to come back more and more spiritually inclined. You're going to come back more and more with answers to shit, and life is going to become much more simpler. You're going to have less debates. You're going to have less arguments. You're going to understand a lot more shit. You're not going to question a lot, because now you're going to be incarnating back to this world with retaining higher degrees of information about the universe. And then once you get it, what's they call in the highest, or the Great Awakening, your ass ain't got to come back here no more. Because pain and suffering is used for growth here. That's the only reason we go through what they call pain and suffering. It's used as a catalyst to push us forward. Because if there's no pain and suffering, nothing moves here.
What do you learn, right? But then there's always another degree, right? So once you pass all that, then what's the next degree? Like once you can walk through walls and piss off mountains and shit like that and fly through clouds and fucking.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
That's gonna be the next.
What's the next fucking dimension then?
Scott,
It's gonna be obstacles.
It's the slinky, man. It's the slinky. Remember the slinky story. It's the slinky, man. That's the next level. Because that's those coils go up on a slinky. That's a bump up in your evolution. But if you look at the slinky from the top, it looks like a complete circle. But if you uncoil it, as you make a complete rotation around, it bumps up to a whole nother level. And you're spiraling upwards. So we're at the bottom. We're not at the bottom because you still got the plant.
You got the cat
kingdom, you got the animal kingdom.
like that.
But we evolved from that. But we're at the human kingdom now, where we have consciousness to make conscious decisions or even ponder on our existence. Because the dog ain't walking around talking about why am I a dog and why I ain't got no fucking thumbs and fingers. They're not pondering on their existence because their consciousness is not at that level. They're only evolved to be a dog. But we have evolved to question our very own existence. Why am I here? What's beyond the stars?
Exactly.
Why is water wet?
That's chaos. That's chaos.
So with us being able to do that, now you're in a position to now take control of your spiritual evolution. And each time you come back, you get closer and closer to doing that. So pain and suffering is good because it's the catalyst for growth in this dimension. Once you don't need pain and suffering to grow anymore, there's no reason for your ass to be down here. I digress.
Wow. Deep.
So that answers, so that goes into why your relationships can be fucked up and people doing this and that. It's all about growth.
Right.
It's not about right or wrong. It's all about growth. You came here to do that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do it.
You're an explorer, space explorer.
Right.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
All right,
You'll
guys.
find an alliance.
It for today. We're gonna go ahead and close the show up, man. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. RTO Beats, me Hustle, Shelly Reed. Check us out on the playback as well. We'll be back next week for episode number 46. Straight Up Podcast. Once again, check us out on the playback, Wild Body Media. Also, go check out the POD, Put Out Direct Podcast, Saturdays. Brainwashed on Heavy. Brother More D, getting it in. Also, go check out, or get ready to check out Unpaid Dudes by the Network. Project coming soon. Jersey Sun, See Me Hustle, Tazuno, myself, and a host of others. Once again, please like, subscribe, share. And that's it. Go peace on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
bullshit. You can't see that, brother.
I never disagree with that, but again,